are here to read about Kiely Rodni. She is a young girl, blonde, cute, it kind of reminds you of the Gabby Petito, just disappeared, no boyfriend involved. Seemed like she had a very nice boyfriend. What happened is she went to a party one night, and it was in the Tahoe National Forest. It was a campground party, and there were a lot of kids there, like over 300. And I gather from what I'm hearing that there were some people that were kind of scrupulous, maybe not up to snuff, some things going on that I don't know if it was drugs or what, but um, some of the kids felt uncomfortable. Some of the older people were arriving, and this was in the Tahoe National Forest, and the girl disappeared. She texted her mom, said she was coming home. I think that was like at 12 midnight, maybe 12:15 or so. And then the last ping on her phone was around 12:30. It was still in the Tahoe National Forest, and it was, I believe, by a lake, Prosser Lake. So a lot of people are speculating what happened. Was she abducted? That's one of the biggest speculations. We're going to write that down. Or is she still in the forest somewhere? Is she in the water possibly? I'm not going to read, is she passed or still alive with us? But we'll just do our best reading with what I can bring through, because of course everybody's expecting and hoping that she'll come home. So I'm not going to put something super gloomy online. Let's hope that's not the case. Let's hope she does come home. It'd be great if she was abducted and she got away and ended up coming home. Best case scenario at this point, really. Or she just got lost, but her car is missing. No, when the car is missing, it's like, okay, no pings on the cell phone, no activity, no signs of her living her normal life. So she's clearly not here anymore. So we're just going to ask about her being abducted in the forest in water. We're just going to ask a big old what happened and see what the cards reveal. Closest landmark is always a good one, so I'll throw that in there. Just jotting these things down. Closest noticeable landmark that most people in that area would know. Let's do a will she be found. They've done water searches. They've done air searches. They've had the dogs out, and they cannot find this girl. So, I'm just going to take a moment to focus on her. A cute young girl just disappears. No sign of her car either. And so we're just going to focus on Kiely. And when I do this, I'm just asking that the truth come through, that it's not from me, that it's from spirit, and that we learn more about what happened to Kiely. So I'm going to ask about her being abducted, because people are saying online that they believe that may be the truth. They're actually, some of her friends are saying that. So let's see about her being abducted. So Kiely being abducted. I get two cards. It's these, well, yeah, it's both of these. So, well, these aren't good cards for water, because it keeps telling me maybe she went in the water. I hate to say it. This is the Ace of Cups, and I've got two cameras going right here, so I'm going to try to show it on both. I've learned sometimes one doesn't work well, so always have a second, right? So this is the Ace of Cups. Okay, not looking good. Actually, my other camera just shut off. So here we are. Not looking good for water scene. And the reason I really say that and why water's jumping out at me is because now we have the Queen of Cups and it's telling me look in the water. I wish this wasn't the case, but that's what's jumping out at me right away is water. Her friends did say she was drunk, but they didn't think she would drive, and they know her. So, but these are really giving me water. Water, water, water. Both cards jumped out at me as water right away when I asked abducted. I'm not showing any sign of being abducted. I'm pointing to the water. Let's ask if she's in the forest still, meaning if we're going with water, which is what these cards are telling me, is she in water in the forest? So let's just concentrate on that. Or just in the forest on land. Let's just ask if she's in the Tahoe National Forest still. Kiely. Kiely being in the Tahoe National Forest. Let's see what we've got here. Kiely being in the Tahoe National Forest. Well, that's the Page of Swords. It is an outdoor scene. It is cloudy, so things aren't 100% clear in the Page of Swords. Page of Swords always reminds me of like kind of a young person. And it's an intellect card, you know, using their smarts and trying to be bigger than they are. That's always what I think the Page of Swords is. Trying to do something that is a little beyond them, but still trying to stand up to it and meet that challenge. So you can take that as you will. I know how I would interpret that. Maybe she did try to drive. Maybe she did. Let's hope she didn't. Let's hope she didn't. I hope I'm wrong. Let's ask about her being in water. Again, we're just going to blatantly ask because the first cards when we asked if she was abducted, but I'm not showing any sign of being abducted. These cards are pointing towards water. I'm sure they've gone all around the water and looked for tracks and done all of that, but let's just ask about her being in the water. Tell us about Kiely being in the water. Kiely being in the water. Tell us about Kiely being in the water. Let's see what we get. Kiely being in the water. Kiely Rodni. I'm getting this very first card here. Well, yeah, I hate this card. I'm sorry. This is not looking good at all. When I get the Nine of Cups, that means the person's underwater. It's like not a good card at all. Not at all. If you go back and you followed my readings, I don't even know that I need to read anymore on her. My cards are saying she's in the water. That's what my cards are saying. Let's go to the closest landmark that people would know for where she can be found. Sorry, I didn't want this reading to go this way, but that's what it's telling me. Closest landmark. So closest noticeable landmark that most people in that area would know to where Kiely Rodni can be found. Oh, this is such a sad reading. I was hoping it wouldn't be this. Okay, landmarks. Now we're going to landmarks. But if it can help her be found, hey, you know, maybe it's worth it. Kiely, closest landmark to where she can be found. That is the Ace of Wands. Now, people around there know landmarks better than I do. It's kind of giving me like big tree vibe landmarks. There's something in the background. I don't know if that means anything to anyone that knows the area. This might ring a bell with somebody. I don't know the area, so it doesn't do much for me. But there might be a big old tree. Big old tree in that area. No, there's probably tons of trees in that area, but this may be a significant, older, bigger tree that's kind of known. That's what it's pointing me to. All right, let's just ask if she'll be found. Will Kiely Rodni be found? Kiely Rodni. Kiely Rodni, will she be found? You know, usually the finder cards are like victory cards. The Ace of Swords is a good one for that. That's kind of stands for police for me. So let's see if she'll be found. Kiely Rodni, will she be found? Will she be found? Sounds like they've got their work cut out for them. I want to go with this. Well, that's a Sun card. That to me is a definite yes card. Yeah, I think she will be found, and it's at the time it's going to be, you know, people are going to be happy about finding her, of course. And that's what this card denotes to me. Probably be during the day. I do think she will be found. Yeah. Okay, so I hope I'm wrong. You know, best psychics mediums are only right 85% of the time. So I know that, you know, out of 100 readings, 15 of them probably aren't going to be right. Let's hope this is one of them. So there you go. That is my reading on Kiely Rodni. I'm not going to read anymore. I think the cards have told me loud and clear. I don't need to read anymore. Okay. Yeah. Take care. Bye-bye.